Urgently. Half of the city fell into the cauldron. Ukrainians are retreating from Krasnohorivka without waiting for ammunition and evacuation. Several units of the 59th Brigade of the Ukrainian Armed Forces are leaving the city of Krasnohorivka without waiting for evacuation and ammunition. Rotation to the rear. And these are not the first units of Ukrainian troops that, after the Russians have captured dominant positions, leave the populated area. The assaults of the Russian armed forces today during the day occupied the central part of the city of Krasnohorivka, gained a foothold and stabilized the situation, creating a gray zone in the Zanaity district. The bridgehead is dominant and convenient for further assault operations and control over the rest of the location. The Russians broke into the city in small assault groups and settled on the territory of the refractory plant, the Ukrainian armed forces said. Black Small Square. In his propaganda statement, the speaker of the group of troops tried to shift the focus from the failure of the armed forces of Ukraine, assuring that they were allegedly cutting off the plant and keeping both Krasnohorivka and the surrounding area under fire control. At the same time, Ukrainian military analysts speak more honestly about the situation and publish maps showing the advance of Russian troops. In the Kurakovsky direction, there are heavy battles in Krasnohorivka for the Krasnogorovsky refractory plant in the northeastern part of the city, where the Russians have advanced along the streets of Pervomaya and Tchaikovsky on depth up to 700 meters, they reported in yesterday's report. Russian troops, continuing the fighting in Krasnohorivka, were able to enter the eastern one-story building through the dam of the pond and take control of it. The Ukrainians, despite the loss of control over the refractory plant, where so far, as it turned out, their resistance has not been completely broken, they are sitting in some basements, and this greatly bothers the Russians, are not leaving the northern and central parts of the city. Russian troops, having made a breakthrough into the northeastern part of the city, drove the enemy out of the rest of the one-story buildings in the eastern part of the city. The enemy began to gradually prepare for the surrender of the city, withdrawing units from it. At the same time, Russian troops to the north completed clearing the main defense line of the Ukrainian armed forces in Netailovo and occupied a two-story building area, including the center of the enemy's local defense, a school. The situation for the Ukrainian armed forces continues to deteriorate.